Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back if you've seen my videos before. Today I'm going to be going over this study and it basically looks at how the big five personality types change with age. So if you don't know what a big five personality type is, it's basically measuring people's personality based on 5 personality traits, and that's extroversion, agreeableness, neuroticism, conscientiousness, and openness. And I will briefly describe throughout the video what they mean, but if you're not sure what the Big 5 personality test is, I would definitely recommend checking that out. You can check out my videos or other videos elsewhere, just so you have some background understanding for this video. Now, in terms of this video, it involved data from Britain and Germany, 2 sets of data, and from my understanding, they're basically surveying people, and based on their age and their responses to the questionnaires, they're basically seeing how personality types change with age. So this is the first graph I'm going to go through. This is extroversion. Now the black dots are the German data and the white dots are the British data, and those lines are trend lines. So basically you can see the trend line is actually going down for both, and that's basically saying as people get older, they're less extroverted. So they're probably less social, they have less friends, they're chatting to people less, and they're just interacting with people less in general. Now I suppose this kind of makes sense because as you get older, you have a family, you have responsibilities. For me, my own personal friend circle has gotten smaller, and yeah, maybe you don't need as many people to feel satisfied, or you just get responsibilities. I mean, that's one theory or one idea behind it. Everyone's obviously different, so we can all fluctuate. Some people might become more extroverted as they get older, but yeah, I think it makes sense that extroversion does slowly go down with age. Although I think it's still important to be social, especially as you get older. Next one is agreeableness. So agreeableness is basically how likely you are to just go along with someone else, or just be like, yeah, sure, let's do it your way. Or do you really want to say, no, I feel this way? Because you don't have to agree with them. It's about whether you say it. So with agreeableness, this seems to slightly go up with age. I've definitely met some very disagreeable old people, but I think it makes sense that as you get older, you're getting more tired, you're getting a bit weaker. You've kind of lived life. You're like, whatever, I'm not going to fight everyone on everything. That kind of makes sense. So I can see how as you get older, you might just want to, be more agreeable. It doesn't matter, but it is also just a slight trend. So not a crazy significance here. Next is neuroticism, and to put it simply, it's how much negative emotion you experience. Now, it's normally how much negative emotion you experience per bad thing happening. So some people might be in hysterics if their car got hit, and some people it might not bother them. It's basically how negative and how much negative emotion you feel. Now, this is weird because the German one goes up over time and the British one goes down over time. So it's not really conclusive. Now, I don't know if people mellow out or get more stressed out as they get older. Some people can maybe get a bit more set in their ways, but there are some benefits to getting older, like ideally having security, like building foundations for yourself, finding out what you want to do in life. These things do tend to happen as you get older, but again, that's just a trend and there's not really much to interpret here. So pretty inconclusive for the neuroticism. Next is conscientiousness, which basically means how hard you work, how driven you are, how motivated you are. You can see at 16, this is fairly low, and then it trends up towards like 40, and that makes sense. You find out what you want to do, you get driven, you got family, you got responsibilities, got to pay your child support, all this stuff, and then trends down. But what surprised me is that there's a sudden uptick in Germany from 60 to like 80, and it's like really high at 80. It's like peak, and then the British one just trends off. I don't know if that's to do with different cultures, or it surprised me. I don't know if it's just a weird bit of data. Maybe there seems to be an outlier which has pulled it up a bit, but I mean, yeah, it does seem like that outlier has pulled it up, but that's what the trend line is shown. It does lift up in Germany but goes back down in Britain. And last but not least is openness. This is one of my favorite personality traits, and this is how open you are to new ideas. So for example, if things are done a certain way, do you question it? Are you quite a creative person? Does someone say, hey, we should do it this way? And you might be like, actually, yeah, that's cool. Or are you someone who's like, no, I don't like new ideas? And I say that as a joke, but it's not uncommon to feel like that. There's a lot of people like that. So yeah, let's get into the results. So we got our baseline at 50 here from 16, and it does have like an up and a down slightly, but generally it goes down over time, which I think makes sense. Openness is related to IQ. We know that IQ could potentially be going down with age, or at least some forms of IQ go up and some go down. I think one observation might be that, people get more set in their ways. People find out what they want to do in life. They don't need to be as open because they've learned stuff. They want to know it's working for them. And I totally appreciate that. Like as you get older, you might be like, I know what I like, I don't really have time for it. You're getting old and it takes a lot of energy to learn new ideas and be open to stuff. So I think that's quite natural and it makes a lot of sense. Now, I hope I explained that all quite well and went through the results and explained the trends. I mean, a couple of them weren't really conclusive, but that's fine. But I thought it was quite interesting to see how these personality types change with age. And I think it's important to note that everyone's different. We all have different personality traits, and I think they're pretty solid throughout time, but they can change from what I understand. But yeah, I hope you liked the video. I thought some interesting insight. It's cool seeing these trends. I hope you liked the video. I hope it makes sense and it was clear. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for getting this far into the video, and I hope you all liked it. Yeah, thanks. Peace out.